Hi everyone. So the presentation I'm doing is on Texas A&M University. They had a tragic incident with a bonfire that collapsed. Um, as of the beginning of the football team, they generally create a bonfire before the team plays University of Texas. However, in 1999, there were 12 people killed and 27 others were injured after the bonfire collapsed. This bonfire was 55 feet tall and 45 feet wide, using 6,000 to 8,000 logs. So obviously, way too big, something that's really unnecessary. This incident did occur during the construction of the bonfire, and this was the night before the fire was supposed to be lit. So the university received some obvious backlash for this. Cynthia Lawson was the executive director of the university relations at the time. She had only been in the position for 5 months when the incident occurred. The university had only had a one-page crisis plan at the time, and they did not have a crisis management team. However, they did receive some help from key publics like the Chamber of Commerce for College Station, which is the town that the university is in, as well as Home Depot, who assisted in cleaning up the incident. The original report of the size of the bonfire was inaccurate, and there's a lot of inaccurate information that was being released. And so, because of this, they developed a web page on their website that was dedicated to providing updates, official updates through the university, so people wouldn't be confused. It did take over a week for them to identify the victims and alert their families. So the university president had established an independent commission to investigate the situation. Um, they also provided psychological counseling for the university students and employees. I think this helped a lot with the situation. Students and employees, they saw their peers pass away in a really tragic incident. And, I couldn't imagine going through something like that. And I know for me that would help a lot if I was going through something like that. So I think that was a good thing that they did during the aftermath of this. There was a lot of media backlash following this. Reports started coming out that they used a crane to build the bonfire, and students were using the crane as well as people who were intoxicated. And there was reports that the bonfire had exceeded the limit set by the university in height and width. So, in addition to that, there was faculty who noticed the bonfire was leaning and it didn't look stable, but they did not do anything. And um, obviously, something should have been done prior to the uh, construction of the bonfire. So during the aftermath, A&M obviously needed a more detailed crisis plan and a crisis management team. Um, it's it's surprising that they didn't handle this a little bit worse, considering that they were completely unprepared. Um, the situation led them to establishing a new plan and a new team moving forward. Parents of the victims filed multiple lawsuits against the university, and for whatever reason, the bonfires were continued to be built off campus, which, in my opinion, is something that should have never been done and something that's insensitive to the victims. I think that if people die during an incident like this, I think it's only right to stop doing the bonfires moving forward. They validated it by saying engineers were going to help them build them, which I still think isn't really the right thing to do. Um, you know, I think that when something this bad happens, you got to take this as a sign to just stop and find another way to get ready for a football game. It is just a football game, and this large, incredibly large bonfire is very, very unnecessary and extremely dangerous. And I'm really shocked that it took this long for something to be done with the bonfires. But yeah, this is all I have for this presentation. So I hope you guys have a good day.